like dealing with slow-falling Nairs and Fair City.
We're stretching the definition of like on this one, but it's what we're getting nonetheless.
Yep. I mean, you got that many Rannos in your state, you're not getting any shortage of it, that's for sure.
That's just how it is. Like, Ranno just able to stay ever present when it comes to that close range battle. And even though that's where Kragg can stay pretty comfortable, like, that's just how it goes. But an excellent start here for CheesyPotato as she manages to break first blood, establish some sense of stage control.
Yeah, I mean, she got that good start and fortunately able to find an opening to get that start back from Y after they took it away from her.
But once again, Game 1 is bringing us Jules Fail, which we've seen as a common start in this top 48, and I think it's for good reason, because these characters do a really good job of taking that space and then doing something with all of that pressure in an overwhelming sense.
Yep, and unfortunately for Kragg, actually able to just touch the edge of that platform and save himself. So she is thankfully still alive here. Trying to look for the second place, not gonna get it from Y. So CheesyPotato gonna have to find another way to get that kill.
I think one thing Y is gonna have to adjust to very quickly in this game is making sure that they're presently minded of where that rock is. Because when the rock isn't there, they're playing things out fantastically, in fact, breaking out first stock in their favor. But that rock is coming to save CheesyPotato multiple times.
Yeah, and one thing that has definitely been consistent for Y is being able to find these tongue conversions. And that is really huge, especially once you've racked up a lot of poison marks on your opponent.
Nice. That was a fantastic attack and staying in there, but CheesyPotato not letting up that situation. She's going to get that stock.
Yep, just keeping up aggression long enough to make sure that that stock is close to out. And right now just trying to find that opening against Y to get in, and found it for at least a brief moment here. Y going to answer back with that back air.
Like, it's difficult to spend all of your resources to just stay right in Ranno's face, because then you're at a lack of buttons to just do something with that kind of pressure. CheesyPotato's doing their best in order to like stay in the runnings, but she needs to be able to end out these stocks just as quickly as she's building up the damage.
Yeah, I mean, Y's definitely been getting creative with how they're trying to deal with CheesyPotato. Unfortunately, no way to get creative about avoiding that fair. Going to be even stocks now between these two players.
And just as you were prophesizing earlier, Nair into the rock makes things a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, Nair is paper in this game. And paper beats rock.
It's a tried and true.
Yep. Excellent tech from CheesyPotato, keeping themselves alive. But, I mean, she's still in dire straits right here because Y is not letting up.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of damage garnered off that offstage play. Ooh, but the whiffed parry. Good opportunity for CheesyPotato to put in some damage, and she's not dead yet.
Ooh. Yeah, and she has just built up enough percent to be a threat, but unfortunately, that Dacus is always a threat from Ranno.
That was perfectly timed by Y. Because you saw the way that rock was falling?
Yep.
Frames away from CheesyPotato having the ability to just hit that rock, and then she would have been safe.
Yeah. I mean, that's the speed that Ranno gets to enjoy. All right, so we are going to Treetop Forest here.
All right, I think a good pick. We've consistently seen the Kraggs on stream pick into the stage when they're allowed to, and there's a reason why it's consistently the setting for these game twos, because there's just so little space that Kragg is able to control so effectively.
Yeah, I mean, the less space you have to run across to get to your opponent, the better.
Like, on top of that, like, Pillar does a wonderful job of being able to mix up how Kragg can have presence off the platforms, and then the rock itself is able to cover such a much more active space.
I'm just flabbergasted at how CheesyPotato survived that. There was like several times she should have been dead. Still living. Impressive.
Kragg mains go their entire careers hoping they have a rock this faithful.
Yep. And that Nair sending CheesyPotato out. And the up B gonna send him out, and the fair just coming in to seal the deal. Y not letting up right now?
Someone was getting spiked in that situation. It's just a matter of who was quicker on the trigger, and Ranno, that's kind of the name of his game.
Yep. Good air dodge, but a better parry gonna be the option to close out that stock from Y.
Not the best of situations for Y, given not a lot of percentage was built on, but I might have spoken too soon.
Rock coming in for the clutch again.
Woo!
Well, parries and techs off of it. Just trying to scoop up with the up strong there, but not gonna find it, and just jumping out of that one.
Just just amazing off-stage play. Like, the platform's coming in to be able to extend this pressure from Y. And, like, even though CheesyPotato's making good decisions when it comes to moving off of her pillar, like, she's not able to do too much before she's back in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, Ranno's just so fast and has so many lingering hitboxes that it's hard to find those openings to get around, because that right there, you just get full darts and you are gone.
You see the crowd going wild for this Ranno right now, and with good reason.
Yeah, I mean, they're choosing the right options, finding the good openings, and just smothering this edge, not really letting CheesyPotato find easy ways back on the stage. But fortunately, up air is going to chain off of the top, going to be able to get that kill.
Fantastic jobs all around, maneuvering around treetop. It's a, I've said it before, a very claustrophobic stage. It doesn't really give you a lot of options when it comes to where you move. So how you move is like the big indicator of knowing what's going on this stage.
Yeah, like that right there, just moving off of the stage to avoid the tongue, definitely going to be critical to survive here.
Like, even though under most circumstances Kragg doesn't want to be off stage, I think CheesyPotato's done a fantastic job of showcasing with how Kragg can effectively use that off-stage space, especially on this stage.
Yep. Oh, the rock coming back down to create an opening. CheesyPotato not able to get that down strong, unfortunately. Y wisely getting off that platform.
She went for broke with that play.
Oh! Speaking of going for broke.
Okay! Heavy gamble, but no payout.
Nope. Good air dodge coming out from CheesyPotato, keeping herself alive. And in this set, 1-1 games are.
All right, gotta see where we're going next, because that was a very bombastic game two. Saw the momentum shifting left and right in that one.
I mean, just the resilience coming out of CheesyPotato in this set is phenomenal. The number of times many lesser players would have died there are innumerable, but the constant text, good presence of mind, staying on that pillar and keeping herself alive is really what's been keeping her in this set.
All right, well, let's see what Game 3 has to offer, because this is a stage layout that I feel benefits both of these characters, but without a doubt, Ranno's going to have more of the movement options, and I think that's going to be a big deal.
Yep. The big challenge, though, is these closer blast zones, because that makes it easier for Kragg to kill if you're forced to the edge of the stage, but at the same time, one conversion off a bubble could be all it takes to get rid of those stocks.
And it don't matter if those blast zones are closer inwards, you're going down one way or the other against Y.
Yep. Oh, I like that positioning of the bubble right there to make sure that if a fair came out, it would be at the right spot to make sure that the bubble catches them.
An excellent patience on CheesyPotato for being able to just stay there, withstand the mix-up that Ranno has available when bubble's around. Even that deep off, still got her kill just as easily.
Yep, and again, trying to scoop up with these pillars, it hasn't really been working out for CheesyPotato. Why been ready for them every single time?
Like, on one hand, it's a really good idea for the stage because you're taking advantage of the height on these pillars.
Yep.
To almost circle camp, which is very unusual for as slow of a character as Kragg. On the other hand, we're seeing in real time why that's such a risky gambit.
Yeah, and I mean, just the amount of damage that Y's been getting off of them, it's been scary. Ooh. Oh.
All right.
The Rock is an impartial judge. Let's just be clear about that.
All right, a neutral party has entered the battle.
Unfortunately, no neutral there. Only a fair to be found for that kill.
Indeed.
Able to avoid that tongue, and that would have been a brutal one with 3 poison stacks. And it's going to be found anyways off of that parry. Huge damage going to be coming out here. Fair City just carrying her down into the blast zone. Why just relentless on these punishes?
Fair after fair after fair. Absolute hound for that kill.
My goodness.
And we got it.
I mean, CheesyPotato has got to be a little bit more careful with some of these options, because Y seems to be catching on and just finding the hardest of punishes for him.
I think that Game 3 is just a little messy by CheesyPotato because she was being very committal with a lot of the options she was choosing for try-to-turn reversals, and then when there were little brief moments of having some peace in neutral.
Ooh. Tries to get the rock shine there, and okay, tongue, I guess you reach behind Ranno now.
It's a hell of a move, I don't know what to say.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's that Kragg there, unfortunately, sent out too far, and Y, huge lead right now, and oh no, no.
Are we gonna get it again? Oh, almost, but the pressure don't stop.
Oh no, does not get the fall through of the platform and just stuck on the stage to F-Strong, and that's going to create a brief opening, but there we go, getting the second one off of that parry.
That's some wild DI.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going aggro on the pillar now. Y is refusing to slow down. All this momentum under this frog.
Yeah, I mean, once you've gotten this much momentum and this much of a lead, you know you're in your opponent's mind and you have free reign to just run them down and just do that slight mix-up because you know they're going to be looking to try and parry some of your options or just get out of the way because of how aggressive you've been.
And all things considered, CheesyPotato doesn't have that many options available to herself on this kind of a stage. She's a very wide plane, and it's easy enough to like make it a big dynamic shift with the presence of Rock, but for once, Rock has just not been working out too well for CheesyPotato. It's staying competitive, but it's looking a bit weary.
Yep. Fortunately, that up tilt going to be a good option to be able to poke up to that platform, but that's fair. A better option to poke you into the blast zone. Nice tech there off of the down B.
CheesyPotato staying on the hunt. Will she get her kill? Almost!
Trying to send those shards up the right opportunity, and nice combo there, sending the Rock to be a tool to be used later.
Like if the Rock alone isn't going to do it, she'll get the job done herself.
Yep. Sometimes Rock needs a little bit of help.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, this is not Workshop Rock that will eventually be made, hopefully, where you play as Rock. That would be amazing. Somebody do it.
Oh, but right now, CheesyPotato needs the opportunity to play as Kragg. She is not given any opportunity to breathe right now on this stock.
Yeah, I mean, Y is just staying at that right distance to just be able to punish.
Oh,
let's
no!
go.
Once again, getting too frisky off stage. Y going to be just dropping to his doom.
Yep.
And that gives us a game 5.
We've said it before, we'll say it again. That pillar is loyal to only one bug, and that bug is Kragg. Man, that was a huge steal for CheesyPotato, and that keeps her alive. And you can just see she is in the groove right now with those headphones on.
Gotta feel it.
Yep.
She plugged into the Matrix out here.
I mean, you made it to game 5. I mean, it might not have been the way most people have been expecting, but hey, game 5 is game 5. I don't care what you say. The scoreboard is impartial to what happened before it is final.
Oh, and let's see what this game 5 has to offer us, because I feel like we've been seeing fantastic adaptations from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, CheesyPotato definitely able to play a little bit further away and try to mix up what they're doing against Y here. Holy cow! Going to the skies on that one, you do not see an earth bug that high off the ground too often.
Oh, sir, the way that CheesyPotato stayed on the hunt, very much matching the aggression that we've seen from Y throughout this entire set.
I mean, this is just a huge momentum shift. I mean, you think about how Y was controlling that last game. One misstep, and now CheesyPotato is just playing out of her mind and just smothering him.
I think CheesyPotato recognized the opportunity in front of her, because she's playing on borrowed time, and she's making the most of every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see CheesyPotato mix up how she's throwing that rock, and it's mixing up Y a little bit. But unfortunately, stuck in this bubble here. Good call, just getting up and out of the way. Does not want to risk attack on that platform, because you can lead into things like that with Ranno.
The more aggressive options in disadvantage have been working out so well for CheesyPotato, because in situations like this earlier in the set where she would opt to more run away and then Y would chase her down and get the kill, now she's swinging and Y does not know what to do.
Yeah, and I mean, that up fortunately saving Y for a brief moment there, but they're at the same percent. There we go, finally taking off that first stock, but
that's still only tied stocks. That's still so much space that Y needs to make up back.
And almost lost even more, because that is easy kill percent if one kill move can connect, even on a huge stage like this. Oh, this is where it's difficult, because as nice as Ranno's movement is, you can either move up quickly, you can move sideways quickly on the ground. In the air, you're not moving sideways quickly, and these higher points make it difficult for Y to mix up those approaches.
The tension is palpable in this set, where we saw Y with such a dominating performance earlier in this set. Now, Y is up against the ropes. CheesyPotato barely taking any percentage on this second stock.
And now just mixing up the timing on those rock throws to cause even more damage. Because even if rock doesn't do the most damage in the world, it will absolutely destroy your mind if you just let them keep throwing it at you.
I think the most important thing that The Rock has been doing is just slowing down Y. Y not able to take advantage of the overwhelming speed of Ranno has been costing him so much in this game 5.
Yeah, I mean, even that right there, using the shards to be able to force Y away from the edge of the stage has been giving CheesyPotato so many more opportunities. And see, look at this, not even approaching, just holding rock, and it is the most threatening thing in the world because you see Y just changing up how they're approaching and how patient they're being trying to get in.
And it's not even just the rock being in one position, it's the fact that it's constantly moving with her, so you don't even know where you're supposed to be blocking in the event that those shards come your way.
Risky side B there, unfortunately not going to pay off at all for CheesyPotato, but fortunately not a huge punish for her. And right now, this is definitely a breath away from being close, but Y doing everything that they can to make sure that it does not close out of their favor.
He's just staying incredibly evasive. He can't afford to get hit anymore. Ranno at 122%, you're not doing anything if you get hit with a strong towards center stage or even just a well-placed aerial at the ledge.
Yep. Oh, and there's the up strong. CheesyPotato gonna win there. And that is unfortunate for Y because they were really hoping for that Nair to connect, but with the stage being right